Well, many of us in the thick of marathon training, but beginning runners may be easily intimidated by that commitment of a race that's that extreme. So here to help us lace up and hit the pavement, running is co-owners of the Hanson's Running Shop, Kevin and Keith Hanson. I'm so excited. I said it was like fangirling that you guys are here, legends. How did you two start running? How'd you get into running so intensely?
See, he started running, and I was a younger brother that followed his lead.
Fault,
so
right?
he can tell you how that started.
Yeah, I'll take blame. I'll take blame for that. Honestly, I started as a high school kid. Just an influential teacher, coach that kind of got me into it. And to begin with, it was more, I enjoyed it for the team camaraderie, not really for the sport itself. And I think we see that a lot with beginners now.
Absolutely.
That start it for the camaraderie aspect. So.
And you can't be in running without knowing the Hanson's name. And there's this one runner that you guys have coached that people might be familiar with. Can you remind me of her name?
Yeah, Des Linden.
Winning the Boston Marathon this past year.
Des, we were real excited for her more than anything else. I mean, this is somebody that's invested a great deal of her time and stuff in the sport. She's been a professional for 13 years. Wow. And never won the race. I don't mean just Boston. She's been second, more than a half a dozen times at different races. And this is a first time an American female has won in 33 years of Boston Marathon. So it was.
We're so proud of our hometown
we
girl
are proud
there.
of her too.
So when you see Des running, you might be a little intimidated to run your own marathon, right?
Absolutely.
What are some tips to get started?
Well, certainly the biggest thing you want to get the right equipment. You want to make sure that you're wearing proper running equipment, shoes, and there's other luxury items that you can get, but nothing is more critical than getting the right shoe.
You have to have good shoes or you're going to get injured, right?
And you need fitted at a shop to make sure that you're getting the right size, the right type of shoe for you, because there's so many different types of shoes out there. That is number one, because then you can get into the sport without injury. Absolutely.
You brought a couple different kinds of shoes here, some breathable. Tell me what are things we should be looking for?
Well, basically, a person, many different things in a shoe, and you'll see that like a shoe like this from Saucony Hurricane is a posted type shoe. Mm-hmm. What that means is somebody that's an overpronator may roll a little bit inward, and that particular piece will prevent them from rolling too far inward. But that's a very particular thing, and when people come into the shop, we don't expect them to know those things. Right. We help them determine those things.
That's what I just did a couple weeks ago. I came in and I walked in, they watched me, and they fit me into some Ghost 11s, which I love, absolutely. So there's a lot of different type of running shoes, but when you get into running, you kind of want to be fancy and get all the gadgets too, right?
There are several other things that they're more than just gadgets, though. There is actual practical purposes for some of these things. And some of them that we have, like the second most important piece of equipment is probably your socks. And it seems real obvious. I know we've gone through this already, but
I don't wear socks when I run.
But truthfully, it helps wick moisture, and it helps. It allows the friction to take place between the sock and the shoe.
And quickly, your locations before we have to go.
Yeah, we have 4 locations. We're in Lake Orion, we're in Utica, we're in Royal Oak, and we're in Grosse Pointe.
All right, Hanson's Running Shop. We'll put all the information on our website, WXYZ.com. They've helped me a lot with my races.